You ever heard of the gym? You look pregnant.
My ego's hurting.
Round 2.
This next clueless girl thought real life was just another TikTok, until reality came crashing in.
Hey.
Damn! She landed one slick move and started celebrating early, but her opponent reminded her that karma has no halftime shows. Girls on reality TV can go insane at times, like this one who went too far by striking and spitting on others. But one of them was fed up with her drama.
2 seconds later.
This next girl had the guts to take a boxer's punch head on, but let's be real, guts alone don't cut it.
That's mad to you!
Another girl faced a humiliating defeat when she tried challenging her brother to a fight, and he almost made her a mob on the floor, giving her a harsh reminder of her place.
You know, you're so freaking childish.
After this guy found out his girlfriend was cheating and was nothing but a gold digger, he decided to smash all the floors he had built for her. And of course, the moment she realized it, she pulled out the classic victim card.
Maybe you didn't turn into a man because your dad wasn't even in your life because he didn't even want you. God, you piss me off so much.
When it comes to live TV, women and drama go together like oil and fire, and with their egos almost always off the charts, it was only a matter of time before one of them started swinging at a guy on air until he finally snapped. The last thing you'd ever want to do is steal a man's beer, but this woman tried it anyway and got an instant dose of karma. This next podcast girl was living in a fantasy, thinking her so-called Krav Maga skills could take on a man. On top of that, she even sells tips on defending against bigger and armed opponents. But the moment she tried it in real life, she got tossed around like a bug. During a Q&A, this girl acted like she had all the answers, until they asked about the invisible line across the earth.
You cannot see it, therefore it cannot be named. If it cannot be named, there is nothing to write down.
So air is just not a word then?
Let's just say her confidence fell off the equator.
Oh my goodness! Come on!
You still suck and you're ugly!
During a basketball game, a Houston fan was getting roasted non-stop by a group of Florida girls, until he finally clapped back.
You ever heard of the gym? You look pregnant.
Hey guys, here's part 2 of me attacking my husband.
This lady must have been way too high that day, because she actually thought fighting her husband was a good idea. Let's just say, gravity wasn't the only thing bringing her back down to earth.
You didn't need a spot for that.
He never does.
If there's one person you should never go against as an athlete, it's your coach. But this girl decided to trust her friend's advice instead. And let's just say, she learned that mistake the hard way.
Oh shit. Are you okay?
Women.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
If that wasn't enough, another overconfident girl thought she didn't need her coach at all. And well, it didn't take long before she failed spectacularly. When this Karen wouldn't stop running her mouth at the fast food staff, a guy stepped in to calm things down. But the moment she slapped him, it was game over. He didn't waste a second putting her in her place, and let's just say she won't be trying that again anytime soon. This next girl thought it'd be funny to mess with the mascot, but karma had other plans, and by the end, the only one laughing was the mascot. A few jacked women figured they'd toy with some regular guys, but it didn't go how they planned.
God! 4 points total.
The untrained guys barely tried and still folded them like laundry.
My ego's hurting.
Round 2.
These two entitled girls kept messing with the waiters, changing their order again and again. This is how the waiter decided to handle it. When a woman tried striking this guy, he pulled off such a slick move that she ended up knocking herself down without him even breaking a sweat.
She will never live that down.
Another girl tried tackling her boyfriend, but it was almost like he just swatted her away like a pesky mosquito. This next reporter was getting way too ahead of herself. Even after repeated warnings to keep her distance, she just wouldn't listen. And that's when the officers decided it was time to teach her a brutal lesson.
There's a reason that women live longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men. And that is factual, and you know it.
This next woman thought she had the upper hand in the argument the whole time. But out of nowhere, the guy hits her with such a brutal comeback that she literally gets roasted to a crisp.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
Damn!
This next girl got the brutal end of it when she thought grappling with a guy was a good idea. Just moments into the match, he locked her in such a nasty position that things looked really bad, and she even started crying. No matter the sport, women's delusion of trying to take on men never seems to end. And just as often, their hilarious failures against men in combat sports don't either. As if that wasn't enough, another delusional girl tried her karate skills against a guy, and just seconds in, he landed a flashy kick that sent all her confidence flying away. What followed was a total meltdown. She went from throwing kicks to wondering if being a housewife might not be such a bad idea after all.
A few moments later.
This girl challenged a sumo wrestler 5 times her size. It lasted 3 seconds, which coincidentally is how long her confidence survived. When this next troublemaker wouldn't stop messing with a guy in a parking lot, she clearly didn't expect him to snap. But the moment he decided to throw hands, she was left completely stunned.
Fucking no, you can't hit me.
During a friendly sparring session, this girl tried to act cool by grabbing the coach's legs. But just when she thought she had him, a surprise low kick caught her off guard. Talk about a bad decision. This girl got herself in serious trouble the moment she thought she could slip out of this dude's grip. This is exactly what a man fighting a woman would look like if he didn't hold back. No dodging, no restraint, just pure chaos. Another delusional girl wanted to try grappling with a man, until instant regret kicked in shortly after. A road rage moment got way out of hand when this crazy Karen slapped a dude without thinking twice. And well, he definitely didn't let that slide. This next girl really thought having an entire crowd watching would work in her favor, but her male opponent didn't care one bit. Guess he was a true believer in equal rights. This next girl, Kennedy Blades, was an American amateur wrestler, but that didn't help much when she tried grappling with the UFC legend. Jones submitted her over and over while laughing, and she was left struggling, barely able to even land a scratch. This female boxer thought she could take on a guy and walked in like she could intimidate him. But every time she tried to land a hit, she got rocked instead. And it got so bad the ref had to step in and save her ass. Talk about women's equality, well, this guy took it a bit too seriously, and from the moment they stepped in, he smacked her left and right like an absolute punching bag. Even with all that height advantage, this girl couldn't do a thing. Her opponent tanked almost all of her punches and, with just a few body shots, managed to humble her cold. Muay Thai guys don't play games, and this next girl found that out the hard way the moment she stepped onto the mat. This next girl was on another level of delusion. She walked in bragging about breaking sports inequality and proving women could take on men. But the moment the fight started, it all went downhill. She threw wild punches all while the guy dodged and toyed with her, leaving her completely embarrassed.
Get off the mat!
This woman thought getting close to the King's Guard's horse for a photo would be cute, but the guard quickly reminded her the rules don't bend for anyone. While the debate over equal pay never seems to end, one thing hasn't changed. Every time women's teams go up against men, it's a total mismatch. The funniest example was when Switzerland's women's national team got crushed 7-1 by a group of 15-year-old boys.